and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. 9
yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and just 1. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Muscles him off. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He'll look to throw, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confident.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great...
I think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. 1st down, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. One receiver left, three to the right. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Prescott down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Caught Eifert over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll look to throw here. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Eifert, the man in motion. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of football.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. He will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the 2nd quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and that'll make it 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll set up a throw to Shepard, complete over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here we go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Now Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They come out here in the eye. Prescott to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A first down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. He'll look to throw. Anunua's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Second down now after the pass completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Shift together here from the D-line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive. And all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels. Defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back to the offense. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Out to the right here to Wilson. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Hopkins' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you, and this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.